Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2020 with Southport in the Premier League and still doing rather well in the Premier League. We're on the 11th of December. This episode will be a couple of matches before the January transfer window opens, starting off with Brentford, and then it's going to be Watford, I think, just before the transfer window opens, obviously on the 1st of January. So, since the last episode, we've only played a couple more matches and we've done reasonably well, I guess. We've beaten Southampton 2-1. Alsane, Kanate and Tommy Doyle with the goals here. Doyle's goal obviously from the penalty spot. Then we played the Merseyside derby, lost 2-0 against Liverpool, but you kind of expect that, as I'm pretty sure they might be champions. We, however, are on the cusp of Champions League. Kind of. We're not. We're 4 points behind 4th place Manchester United, but the fact that we were literally struggling to stay in the league last season and now we are pushing up the wrong end of the table in a completely different sense of the word, we're close. We're close to Champions League. I was not expecting the second season in the Premier League to go this well. I was expecting mid-table. Let's go forward, play some Brentford. Brentford then, who are managed by former Italian striker Vincenzo Montella, because of course they are. He's been there since 2024, so he's been there actually quite a while. He's not a bad manager, really. Might not be there for very long, though, because Sheffield United apparently want him. Anyway, let's stop talking about Vincenzo Montella. We're up against Brentford down in 16th place. They're effectively what we were doing last season. They were, well, to be honest, at this point last season, we were Sheffield United, weren't we? We were Sheffield United or Villa. But yeah, they are in a relegation scrap at the moment. Hopefully we can do one over Brentford and keep up this little charge up the table. And I guess keep pressure on Man United. We're in a Manchester sandwich, aren't we? We're literally between Man United and Man City. How are we doing so well? The starting lineup then for the Brentford game will be Varro in goal, a back four of Gordon, Mendes, Acuna and Matheson, Hargreaves, Hall and Doyle in the middle of the pitch, Holovko on that right hand side, Rourke Murray on the left, and our Armenian striker Melkonyan is up front. You'll notice that there is a lack of Miro Butic, he's currently out injured. We've also got Tilgar, I think is his name, he's currently out suspended as well. So yeah, there's a little bit of rotation having to go on. Also, what's his name, Kanate on the bench here. He is kind of available to play, but I don't want him to play because he's not particularly match fit. My assistant manager says that we should put on a better performance than last time. I mean, we were playing Liverpool. I mean, just do that. Just do that, and then we'll do that. I don't know whether I've mentioned, to be fair, that Kolo Toure is our assistant manager. I feel like I probably have, but if I haven't, that's just some news for you. Ah, yes, our brand new stadium as well. By the way, it has been a week since I really played the Southport save because I needed to finish off the Sampdoria save. So yeah, I haven't played this for a while, so if I'm a little bit rusty, that's the excuse I'm going to stick with. It's going to be Rourke Murray on the left-hand side. 15 seconds on the clock. Crosses in. Melkonyan isn't quite there, and Didier Deschamps, who is in goal for Brentford, makes the save. Throws it out. I know it's not Didier Deschamps before we get on my back. It's Remy, I believe. Conceição lumps it upfield. Mendes intercepts and all the way back to our young goalkeeper Varro. He's going to walk around his penalty area. We've literally seen this entire match so far. Hargreaves and Doyle to Keith Hall in the middle. Finds Holovko on that right-hand side, the Ukrainian. He's going to run, split the defence in half, goes for a little bit of a worm burner and hits it wide. I've realised I've just said the word worm burner. I don't know whether that is like a common terminology. I hope it isn't, because that's going to confuse a lot of people. 15 minutes now, we've got the ball deep in our own half. We started off with a little free kick. Keith Hall across to Doyle. Not the best of passes or control, but Doyle does manage to find Rourke Murray on that left-hand side. He's going to have to go backwards, instead gets tackled. Gordon crosses in with his right. It's gone to Holovko, and his headed effort is just wide of the post. Still 0-0 against Brentford, but we are having literally everything. Everything is going our way. Varro to Acuna. On the right is Luke Matheson. Runs down that right-hand side. Got a bit of space. Holovko's on his inside. Goes all the way back, though, to Hargreaves. Lumps it up. Holovko in the area. He's one-on-one with the keeper, kind of. Porritt intercepts the ball. Smashes it off for a throw. Are we going to see the throw? Yes, we are. It's going to be Matheson. Matheson tries to find Melkonyan, who, for some reason, decided to run the opposite side of the defender. And now Brentford can get the ball upfield. Adam Idar, lovely bit of control. He's got lots of yellow shirts in front of him. Keeps going, though. Goes for a long-range effort. We're 1-0 down to an absolute rocket from Adam Idar. And we do not deserve to be losing this game. We just need to take our chances. We need to take our chances when we get them. We've had three. We've had 2 shots on target out of 8 now, and we haven't scored. We need to get these shots on target, to be fair. Brentford have the ball with their defenders. Porritt can run forward. Now Cooper to Singh. On that left-hand side, Matheson steals it away, though, and now Holovko can run. Matheson's making a run as well, further down the right-hand side. He's just walked straight into Singh. He's just walked straight into him, and now Brentford can play the ball all the way back to Remy Deschamps. And now this man, who's got a long, confusing name, Melkonyan, with a great tackle. Rock Murray gets his second goal of the game. Deschamps really should have saved that. We're back into this. I mean, if that's how we're going to have to score goals, that's how we're going to have to do it. But that was not the best bit of football from either side there, was it? Oh, Man City are going ahead of us if it stays this way. That's not fair. Goal kick for Varro. We've got 7 and a bit minutes left to play of the first half. Matheson controls, has to go back to Acuna. All the way back to Varro. So what was the point in seeing the first highlight begin with the goalkeeper? It's Mendes to Doyle. Doyle's going to go back to Mendes again. We're going to go all the way back to the keeper, because you can just tell sometimes when highlights are going to do that. Varro kicks it long, finds Gordon, back to Doyle, back to Gordon. It's going to end up back Varro, isn't it? I can see it happening. I can see it going back to Varro any second. Why? What's the point in the highlight if we just pass it around for 2 minutes and not even get out of the Brentford, well, I guess our defensive third? Matheson can run. That's Matheson. That's how I said it, honest. Crosses the ball in. Melkonyan's there. Doesn't win the header. Chested down. Melkonyan back to Rourke Murray. Curling effort. And oh my word, Rourke Murray makes it 2-1, his second goal of the game. That is better than Adam Idar's goal. And Adam Idar's goal was pretty damn good. That was a weird highlight. That was a very weird highlight. They seem to happen every now and then. So what happened? I mean, it was just Melkonyan to Murray. Murray just absolutely waffles it first time into the top corner. We're 2-1 up against Brentford. Almost at half time, we've got about 45 seconds to play. Melkonyan's not going to get there. I'd say that because it was going towards Rourke Murray. He was definitely never going to get there. Conceição lumps it upfield. Adam Idar chests it down. Is it going to be 2-2 going in at half time? It is, because our goalkeeper decides to not bother saving that, and that is Route 1 football from Brentford. It's 2-2. They've had 2 chances and scored them both, haven't they? Half time then, it is 2-2. They've had 2 shots on target. Both of them have gone in. I mean, we're not playing badly. We're not doing too badly at all. I'm going to say I'm not happy, even though, to be fair, I am kind of happy. And then I will do that and that, because that fires everybody else up. Off we go into the second half. Obviously, no changes. It might be Lewis Gordon. He's the only one on our side who's below a 6.7. I guess a 6.8 if you don't include the goalkeeper. Deschamps with the goal kick almost at the hour mark already. Sam is going to control it. Matheson's there in front of him. Sam across. Finds Cooper, who's picked up a yellow card, probably picked up very early on. Singh and Cooper passing. Left-hand side is Buchanan. Brentford looking good in this second half already. Crosses in. Varro easily holds on to that ball. So the highlight really should have just started here, unless that was the highlight. Varro rolls it out to Acuna. He's going to go back to Varro. He's going to go to Mendes. That's going to go back to Varro. That's going to go to Acuna. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing here? This is not how I set my team up to play. Rourke Murray finally gets the ball upfield. He's going to run direct towards goal. Melkonyan's in front. Murray goes for another long-range effort. He's not going to get his hat-trick with that effort. Still 2-2 against Brentford. So I don't have anything here. I mean, I've got play out of defence, but that doesn't say pass it back to the goalkeeper, right? That's not a thing. I'm also going to get rid of that. I don't know whether that's working at all, because that's quite clearly why Rourke Murray had that absolute rocket of a shot just then. Also why he scored his goal. Melkonyan to Gordon, to Tommy Doyle. Melkonyan collects the ball. The Armenian runs into the area, goes for a dinked effort from a very strange angle, but it's over the bar. Gordon's going to come off for Ezio Spadera because Gordon's not having a good game. Hlovko also coming off for... We're going to do Victor Gomez. Victor Gomez, he's not really a right winger, but nor's Hlovko, to be fair. Deschamps with a goal kick, 66 and a bit minutes on the clock. Over the halfway line. Gomez doesn't get it, but Matheson does. Acuna back to Varro. Varro loves his pass accuracy must be spot on. Gomez to Hargreaves. Matheson's making the run. Does use Luke Matheson, who's now 25 years of age, by the way. All the way back to Hargreaves. Still inside the Brentford half, though. Doyle. He's not done a huge amount, apart from get kicked, and that's going to be a second yellow card. It is... Is it a second yellow card? It is. It's Cooper, isn't it? It is Cooper. They are down to 10 men. I was just about to give them a shout. In fact, I am going to give them a shout. Rourke Murray collects the poor kick out from the keeper into the penalty area. Rourke Murray tries to get his hat-trick again and just slots it wide of the post. He needs to stop doing that. Doyle with a corner towards the middle. It's Keith Hall, doesn't get it. Melkonyan on the volley from outside the area, and he hits it wide as well. We're having far too many long shots here. We're getting the highlights now. The chances seem to be coming, and they seem to be reasonable. We're still not scoring that goal, though. Helinho loses out to Spadera still. Into the penalty area. The substitute crosses it in. Oh, we'll take it. We will take that every single day of the week. Marco D'Elia. I mean, it's really harsh that that's going down as an own goal for him, because I believe Serjan just absolutely rocketed it into the back of him We'll take it. We will take that every day of the week. Spadera, I think his cross takes a deflection. I mean, sure, we'll take it. We will take that. I'm not going to lie. That's probably goal of the season for me. That's definitely up there with the slide tackle goal that we scored a few years ago. Final few minutes of the game. We're going to do Malkonyan swapping around, I think. We might... Do we bring him off for Rutter? No, we don't. We bring off Konate, or bring on, sorry, Konate for Tommy Doyle as... not Tommy Doyle, that way round. That's the way round we want to do it. So just to give Konate a few bits of minutes. There you go, that made sense. Full-time whistle goes then, and we got extremely lucky in that game. We got extremely lucky. Rourke Murray with 2 goals. Adam Idar also with 2 goals, his first one being absolutely ridiculous. Same with Rourke Murray's second goal. And then Marco D'Elia, kind of not really his fault, having an own goal scored against his back. Calmly, we got away with that. We were not good enough. I mean, Lewis Gordon looked stressed. You were part of the problem, mate. Well, 3 more points keeps us in 5th place, but the big news really is Watford have beaten Manchester United, which means we are now just 1 point behind 4th place. We are 2 points behind Arsenal in 3rd place because they lost against Liverpool. We could be in the top 3 by the end of this episode. That's a bit ridiculous. What's the thing, if you're in the top 4 at Christmas, you normally stay there? I know if you're bottom at Christmas, you're normally relegated. If you're top at Christmas, do you normally win the league? Top 4, do you normally get Champions League? I don't know. Well, next up then, it's going to be Manchester United. I was going to not play this on camera, but this, I guess, is a rivalry, isn't it? We're going to lose, aren't we? We're going to get absolutely hammered by Man United, but we're going to play it anyway on camera. I will then play Sheffield United and Watford as part of this episode, but more of a, we'll come back after we've played them, ready for the January transfer window. We're only a couple of days after the Brentford match, but December is the time of year where we get our youth intake preview, and oh my word, this is a good one. You're going to love this. No positives. Literally no positives in our youth intake preview. Nothing at all. We don't have any great number of players coming in any single position, no defensive midfielders, most of our new goalkeepers are poor, the fullbacks are not the best. I mean, what's the point? Just why have a youth intake this year if nothing's good? This is where we get like a world-class centre-back turn up or something. 4th place versus 5th place. Manchester United versus Southport. I guess this might technically be considered a somewhat local derby as well. I don't know how close Manchester and Southport are, but they're not massively far away. We're not talking hundreds of miles. We're probably talking around 70-ish, possibly? I don't know. Anyway, if we beat them, we might be 3rd. We won't beat them, but if we do, we might be 3rd. So then, at Old Trafford, our starting lineup will be Varro in goal. Spadera, Mendes, Acuna and Matheson will be our back 4 today. Hargreaves, Doyle and Konate in the middle of the pitch. Damien Tilger returns from his suspension. Rourke Murray and Rafik Malkonyan will be our striker. When you compare... Malkonyan is not a bad striker. He's not amazing, is he? Let's be honest. He's not particularly top-end Premier League standard. He's a relegation battling striker. We probably need to replace him. Then when you compare him against what United are playing up front, I don't even know what to say. I genuinely don't. He's so good. He is so good at everything he could possibly try. Can't tackle or take long throws though, which I feel like isn't a problem for him. We've probably got centre-backs who have got worse tackling than he has as well. Anyway, Manchester United at Old Trafford, let's go. This is going to be a tough one. We're probably going to lose 4-0. United as well, considering we are, 9 years in? United still have a reasonable amount of actual United players. De Gea is still there, Dalot is still there, they've also got on the bench, Rashford is still there. So they haven't really shifted on a lot of the youngsters. They're all still about, and David De Gea, obviously. We've got a free kick for United, 17 minutes on the clock. We're 1-0 down. Alexandre Penetra, maybe. It's going to be a long old day. I don't know why I'm showing you this match. We're just going to get hammered. Why am I showing you this match? We're going to get battered by United. Almost at the half-hour mark, United have a throw deep in their half. Skriniar forward to Angelino, the former Man City player, if I'm not mistaken. João Felix finds... Is that Eddie Salcedo on that left-hand side? Gets past Matheson with ease. Keeps going down the left-hand side. Crosses it. Plays it back instead. Angelino. Maybe he's going to cross the ball. Gets past Matheson. Correa's there. It's 2-0 to United. We're going to play the Watford game on camera. I've decided we're going to play the Watford game on camera. Because it's about to be 3-0. Correa steps up. Curling effort. Varro, great save actually. Going to be a corner instead. We're not quite at half time. There is 2 minutes of injury time to play. We've got the ball, but it's deep in our own half. Ezio Spadera, the Italian forward, to Rourke Murray. He's going to go all the way back. Tommy Doyle in the middle, the former Man City man. Canate forward. Damien Tilger, the Argentine. He's going to run forward. He's got Melkonyan in front. He's gone for a placed effort from well outside the area. That was never going in. Half time then, 2-0 down against United. It's kind of what you'd expect, isn't it? No changes at the break, and to be honest, I don't think we're going to lose embarrassingly bad, but I don't think we're going to score a goal. I mean, we do have the ball deep in the United half. Tilger in on goal. Tilger's forced a wonderful save. No, he hasn't. He hit the post instead. Decent start to the second half. Murray's been injured, so Halovko's coming on. We're going to swap you two over. I don't know whether it's going to make a difference. I mean, looking at the ratings of our midfielders and strikers, we're never going to score a goal, are we? United will, though. They've made it 3-0. Eddie Salcedo with the goal. Angelino crossed the ball in. Just effectively an unmarked header from Eddie. Right, I'm now playing the game of shutting up shop and let's not concede any more goals. So Jermaine Bamber is coming on for Tilger, who's not had a very good game. We're going to do that. We're then going to bring off Melkonyan for possibly Keith Hall. He can play in the middle, can't he? Keith Hall is going to play there. And you can be a deep-lying, ball roaming. Be a roaming playmaker. Do what you want. I definitely know tactics. There's a corner for United, and we're not going to see it. Fair enough. Into injury time, or 10 seconds away from injury time. Is it going to be 4-0 to United? Kovacic has the ball. Finds Dele Alli, the substitute. Kovacic again. Left-hand side is Rashford. Heads it down to Ali. Rashford. Across on the right-hand side is Diego Dalot. In the penalty area, Ezio Spadera steals the ball away. Are we going to get a consolation goal? Of course we're not. We've got one striker, and he's not particularly good. Eddie Salcedo to Kovacic. Are we going to see the final 4 minutes of this match? I hope not. Rashford keeps it in, crosses in. Fabio Silva's there. Great save from the keeper, and Acuna clears the ball off the line. That was a good bit of defending. Varro has actually done a very good job in this match to keep it at 3. We definitely deserve to get nothing out of that game. We got nothing out of that game. It's a 3-0, isn't it? It's Man United. And because we lost 3-0, we have dropped down the table, but not as far as I was expecting. Southampton have leapt over us because they beat Brighton. Man City lost to Chelsea, which means Man City dropped all the way down to 7th place. We're in a weird battle for the Europa League with Southampton and Man City, and I guess possibly Wolves and Watford as well. This is a weird season. If it's going to play out like this is a very weird season. Right, weird bumper episode then. I'm going to play Sheffield United off camera. We will come back for Watford and I'll do one of the little highlightsy packages for the Watford game. So the next thing you'll see is us at home at the Southport Stadium ready to play Watford. We are back now for the Watford game and obviously we have played one match in between. It was against Sheffield United and we lost. Bottom of the table Sheffield United, we lost 2-0. We had 27 shots, they had 11. We couldn't hit a barn door. We got 6 on target out of 27. We need to learn how to score goals. We've basically dropped down the table. Anyway, let's play Watford. So this is the starting lineup for the Watford game. Is Farrow in goal. Javier Leao will be a left back. Now, he's not a left back, but he's starting to train as one because he's 5'6". And I don't think he's really going to make it as a central defender or a deep-lying playmaker. Mendes, Acuna and Milosevic will be the rest of our back four. Milosevic has come in for Matheson, who is injured for 7 weeks, which isn't ideal. Hargreaves, Doyle and Melkonyan will be in the middle of the pitch. I've realised these 4 positions are pretty much all interchangeable. Anyone can play in any one of those positions. So yeah, Melkonyan's going to be a central midfielder today. Keith Hall, who is our usual central midfielder, will be a right winger. Tilger, who is usually our right winger, will be our striker. And Rourke Murray will be our left midfielder. Anyway, let's go forward then. The first highlight of the match is this one. Wasn't expecting that. We've had the ball in the back of the net, but I believe Milosevic might have been offside. A free kick comes in. Doyle with it. Yes, Milosevic is offside at the bottom there. Great finish from the 6'5" Serbian right back though. It's taken till the 35th minute, but we finally got the second bit of action. Milosevic with the ball back to Hargreaves. Forward to Doyle. Melkonyan's making a run. Tilger's also making a run. In on goal. Great save from Klassen. And Watford can clear the ball. Approaching half-time, another chance potentially. Murray in the penalty area. Great tackle from Frankowski. And now Kendall Appleyard can lump the ball upfield. Ali's got past his man. He's running towards goal. It's Varro with a wonderful save. It's going to be a corner for Watford. Meyer to take the corner. Is that Lovro Meyer? Takes it, whipped the corner towards the back post. It's gone over absolutely everybody. It's going to be a goal kick. And then we've got a corner for ourselves. Back post is Mendes. And the Uruguayan's effort is over the bar. Still not quite at half-time. Milosevic to Damien Tilger, the makeshift striker. Melkonyan with an absolute rocket from outside the area, but hits it over or wide. One of the two. Half-time then, 0-0. Not the most exciting game of football, but this is exactly what happened against Sheffield United. We've had 17 shots and haven't scored a goal. They've had 5 and not scored a goal either. We've done a couple of changes at half-time. Hlovko and Gomez on for Hall and Tilger, because both of them aren't playing particularly well. Doyle with a free kick. First highlight of the second half has taken almost an hour. Mendes headed effort hits the post. Frankowski gets the ball clear for Watford. 20 minutes left to play. Leal to Hargreaves, both of them on yellow cards. Tommy Doyle, who I've just offered a new contract to because he's got a £12 million minimum fee release and he's worth £15 million. They've nicked the ball away though. Ali in towards goal. It's a wonderful tackle from Mendes. Duncan collects it. Edge of the area. Crosses in. Back post. Milosevic with a head clear. Halovko collects it. And now potentially can the Ukrainian break down that right hand side. He's going to run into the space. He's not got a huge amount of options. Gomez is in the middle. He's going to go it alone. He crosses the ball to absolutely nobody. Rourke Murray's going to collect it. The highlight is still alive. Leal across. Tommy Doyle goes for an effort. It's a great save from the keeper. Or maybe it hit the post. We win ourselves a corner. We are so close to scoring this goal. We just haven't quite done it. That is another chance on target that just hasn't managed to make it past the goalkeeper. And now you watch Watford literally Route 1 football. Emre goes for goal. Varro makes a fairly comfortable save. Okay, Route 1 football, not so much. 24 shots. We've had 24 shots against Watford. Lovre with a free kick. Ali edge of the area. Goes for a long range effort. He's offside, right? He's offside. He is offside. I was going to say, he was literally the other side of the goalkeeper. So, I mean, I'm not quite sure where... Yeah, everyone was offside. Literally, every single player up there, apart from this one, was offside. We're going to draw 0-0 with Watford, and we don't really deserve to draw this game. Leal's throw to Rourke Murray. Javier Leal once again. Is he going to cross it in? I think he's Guatemalan, isn't he? Back post is Halovko. It's gone over everybody. Milosevic would like the ball, or Belerdi can just kick him over. That's going to be a penalty with 7 minutes to play. Who's taken it? It's number 8. I think it's Tommy Doyle. Is it Tommy Doyle? I should know my own squad numbers, but I don't. Tommy Doyle it is. Stepping up then against Klassen. Into the bottom corner. Sends the keeper the wrong way. That'll do. If we win, that'll do. This has been a bit of a frustrating episode. The last 2 matches we played, Sheffield United, which you didn't see, Watford, obviously, which you have seen. We've been good. We've been really good, and we've just not taken our chances. Still a couple of minutes to play, and Watford do come forward with the ball. Doyle with a great tackle, but Borgia, maybe. Duncan past his man with ease. In on goal. Varro makes a very good save. It's going to be a corner for Watford. 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left to play. Lovre takes the corner towards Mercado at the front. It hits the post. And I don't know who it was. I think it was Javier Leal cleared the ball. Final minute then of injury time. Mercado doesn't win the header. Melkonyan, who's played the entire game as a central midfielder, has he gone and done that? Oh, I thought that was going in. Klassen was awake enough to make sure that Rafik Melkonyan didn't score a ridiculous goal from bloody miles away. 30 seconds left. Can Watford get anything from this game? Borgia forward to Duncan. Straight past Javier Leal. He's not a... How have we... This game hates me. This game hates me. How have we dropped points here? How have we dropped points here? Leal has to take blame for that. Even though he's not. 27 shots. 12 on target. Their goalkeeper gets a 7.4 rating. We draw 1-1 with Watford. This is how our season's going to go. I think we started too well. This is probably about our level, isn't it? Mid-table. We're mid-table. Colo Tori says we should sympathise. No, Colo, you've not been here long enough, have you? I mean, nobody cared. Okay, I said I've got nothing specific. I just angrily said I've got nothing specific to say. Okay, angrily say I'm not happy with your performance. I've annoyed a lot of people. I shouldn't do team talks. Just walk away. Well, we are just over the halfway point of the season then. We've played 20 games and we are still in 6th place because Southampton lost to Leicester. The Europa League is a possibility for our 10th season in charge at Southport. I mean, we are starting to drop away from the Champions League spots, aren't we? What is that? 6 points behind Manchester United. We are 4 points behind Man City. I think it's going to start to fall away at the end of this, or sort of basically January, February, March time. We're going to drop down to mid-table, which is, as I said at the start of the season, probably what I'm expecting. Well, that is going to do it then for this episode. Next episode, what are we going to do? I actually already planned this out, but I don't know. We're probably going to go all the way through to the end of January. So it might be Villa and Liverpool. Everton and Villa. I don't want to play Man United Liverpool on camera because I know we'll just get beaten. I want to play matches that I think we might win. So yeah, we might do Everton and Villa in the next episode, and obviously there will be some transfer business taking place as well because January happens, and if we have a look, we've got £47 million to spend, and we are £200,000 under our wage budget. I'm probably not going to spend £47 million, but the option's there if we want to. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2020 with Southport. If you did enjoy, do please remember to leave a like. If you're new here and you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll be back next time with some transfer business from January, and hopefully we're still doing reasonably well in the league. That's all I ask. That's all I want. I just don't want to get relegated.